Recording to this. Okay, I think our recording is on. So you're going to do me a favor, one last favor. I'm sharing my screen to you all now. If you can see my screen, please do let me know. Just type you can see it. Can you see my screen? Anybody? I can see it over here, but I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you see my screen? Anybody? All right, Felix wrote, thank you.
Yes, I can see. I can see, sir.
Beautiful, beautiful. So I love that. If you're in a very quiet place, you can give me a feedback. Okay, you can respond back to me. All right. So I want
Yes, I can see.
to thank you. So the recording is on. I want to officially welcome you all to um stock market beginners class. I know most of you are not beginners, but um that's what we chose to call it. So welcome, and today I hope and I pray, and it's my greatest desire God help our understanding today. And for those that will be taking the big, bold step to go into investments this evening, I also pray God convict your mind to do the right thing. All right, having said much, let's start. Oh, so today will be for the graphics. I apologize for the graphics. I'm officially apologizing to you all. Please, can you see my screen? And what can you see?
Beginner stock market investment.
Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. All right, 1 minute. Someone is asking, so I share the link to my status. Because I'm not taking excuses. All right, I guess someone wants to join us. So these people that want to join us, they will be the one delaying. Uh, I wish they can just join automatically. Okay, so let's start quickly. I don't want to take your time. Most of you need to eat. Beginner stock market investment. So today I'm going to be leading us in this journey. So please stay with me. My greatest joy this evening would be that you guys understood what I'm teaching, what I'm going to teach you guys this evening. All right. So let's start. So what is this stock market that we have been talking about? And most of you who are close to me, you know, I can't teach or I can't share something that I haven't benefited from or that is not globally acknowledged. Okay. I'm not going to introduce myself. I just did this slide. I designed it on Pixel Lab as flyer individually. I just did it. That was why I was late. Okay. I just did this now. So don't mind the graphic. Just stay with me as we learn. All right. Let me check for any latecomer. Any other person that comes after now will be a distraction. Okay. Beginner stock market. So you can um stock market, I'm going to define what stock market is for you guys, what almost all you need to know as the stock market is concerned. Okay. So firstly, you are going to see this year, most of us know Oando oil plant station. Now this Oando, I want to just share this as my own personal testimony. Those of you who are close to me, you know I have several stocks. This is one of my list shares. This is one of my list stocks. If you're talking about my um blue chip stocks. Blue chips means big stocks. We're talking about my Zenith, my Tesla, and the like, just to mention a few. You would have not mentioned anything. I'm saying a few. Okay, so I just say let me take a glimpse at this. So I show you guys my one and I share the testimony behind it. So you just I don't want to put my Zenith Bank to avoid side billing. Now this Owando, I bought this last 2 years. If I'm to be precise, I bought it 2 years. No, forgive me. This is about 2.5 years. Okay, totally 2.5 years of buying Owando, and I bought about 2,000 units of Owando PLC. That's 2.5 years ago. And when I was buying it, I bought it for 17 naira per unit. And the total money I spent when I was buying it was about 35,320. This is just the personal stuff. I bought 2,000 units for 35,320. So 2.5 years later, when I bought these stocks, it is 124,006. Okay, someone just messaged me that she wants to join. Please let's forgive her. She have helped me to buy something before. All right. So I bought it around 35,320. Now 2.5 years later, without me doing anything, with my money just staying as with my share being there, now it is 124,682 naira. And I don't have plans of touching it, trust me. So the rise in that 2 years two is about 256 percentage, 0.14%. So this is just for my one dome. Chocolate, if I show you my Zenith, most of you will panic that it is scam. I just let me show you this one of the smallest ones I have. I would have showed you guys Transcorp. I didn't have time to be arranging all these flyers. Okay, so let's move on quickly. What is stock market? What is stock market? So stock market is a platform where people buy and sell ownership in companies. Okay, I'm going to explain this in it, so don't mind my English. Even me too, I don't like English. So stock market is a platform where people buy and sell ownership in companies. This ownership pieces are called stocks or shares. So you name any company in Nigeria. Is it Dangote Cement, Dangote Sugar, Transcorp Hilton, Zenith Bank, Fidelity, Owando, Total? Name the companies. As big as those companies are, you can own shares or you can own stocks in that company. So you can see the concatenation between stocks and share. The concatenation between them is what? Or. So I can tell you that I'm a shareholder in this company or I have stocks in this company. So as long as this class is concerned, anytime you hear the word stocks or shares, they are the same. Okay, I can say I'm a stock investor or I'm a shareholder. Any one of them applies. All right, I guess there should be a way I'm sharing just my gallery platform. I not prepare the slide. I told you guys this is flyer. Okay, hope you guys are understanding. So it's just a platform where you buy and sell. So you can buy and also you can sell. We're going to get to that. So those ownership pieces are called stocks or shares. Okay, example. So if you look at the top left of my what am I doing? So if you look at the top left of this, you are going to see new text to show you that I just did this in Pixel Lab. So example, when you buy shares from Zenith Bank, you become one of the owners of Zenith Bank. Yeah. Hope you understand that when you buy shares from Zenith Bank, you become one of the owners of Zenith Bank, no matter the amount of shares that you are buying from the bank. All right. All these people come in late. Pardon me, Emma. We should not be angry. Ah. Okay, so you become one of the owners. So you are not just using Zenith Bank as a customer. You are one of the owner of Zenith Bank. And when you are going to Zenith Bank, you don't go as just a customer that want to withdraw. You can tell them that you are a shareholder. They will give you special treatment. I've tried it once. The only thing they did not give me is Coke, but they treated me well, did everything well. Like, go to this customer care, blah blah blah. And me, it's just my ATM card that I want to do. All right. So instead of just owning the ATM card, they are removing charges from your bank. You can become a share. You can become one of the owners of any bank. And the beautiful part is that one unit per unit of a share in Zenith Bank is 67 naira. And how many of you can put your slippers and tell me that and match the ground and tell me that you have not spent more than 67 naira today? Okay, so per unit of a share of a stock in Zenith Bank is 67 naira. If you are with me, can you please react, or if you are in a quiet place, can you say something? All
I'm with
right.
you and I'm following.
What do you
Uh-huh.
Sam?
All right, thank you very much. So
I'm following.
thank you. So you can choose to buy 5 units, 10 units, you can choose to buy 50 units, 100 units, but per unit is what? 67 naira. When I was buying my Zenith Bank, I bought it at 30 naira. Now it is at 67 naira. We are going to talk about that. All right. So it is the earlier you buy. Imagine we are all young. Okay, our age range in this class is about from 16 to 28, 29. I don't know. But that's that about um shares and stocks. Okay. So stock market is where companies raise money and where investors trade ownership. So you will ask me, why is Zenith Bank, for example, why are they putting their shares outside? So they are doing that because they don't want to collect loan. You know, most people, they will say go and collect loan to build your company. Don't start with debt. What they do is that they put out their share to the public and say, we need your money to increase our business. For example, let's say I want to sell shoes, okay, and I'm a very good marketer, but I have just 5 pairs of shoes and customers are demanding for shoes, and I need to expand my business. What I can do is that I can go to the general public and be like, please, so everybody, can you please invest in my business, put some money in my business. When I'm done, I'm going to give you profit. When I make profit, I'm going to give you profit, and things like that. So stock market is where companies raise money. The companies, they need your money to grow, okay? And it is also where investors trade ownership. So when I say trade ownership, you know, in trading is about buying and selling. We already spoke about that. Hope these people won't block this Google Meet because I guess it has limits. All right, so where companies raise money and where investors trade ownership. If you have a question, please write it down. We are going to get to the part of question. So where investors trade ownership. Let's move quickly. So why do companies sell their shares? Why do companies sell their shares? Anything who want to disturb us? Why do companies sell their shares? Quickly. Companies needs money to grow, like I just said earlier. Okay, so
Yes.
all right, thank you. So company needs money to grow, and to do that, they can number one take loan, and number two or sell shares. So most companies today, instead of taking loan, they choose to sell shares. So they give people ownership in exchange of cash. Okay, they don't, instead of them to take loan, so it is safer to sell shares than um take loan. That's what it means. So that's why companies sell shares. So it's not just because it is giveaway. It's not giveaway. We are not in December. So they are doing this because they need money to grow. Okay. So what does buying of shares mean? What does buying stocks mean? What does buying shares mean? All right. So buying a stock is becoming a partial owner of a company, so not a full owner. Okay, and this
So
is
there,
who is that,
there
please?
is difference. I said there is difference between that stock and share.
You came late, right? So just keep a question to the ending, right? So we finish quickly. So I said stock and shares are the same. You can say I'm a stock investor or I'm a shareholder. They are the same thing. All right. So just keep your question. Thank you very much for that's a beautiful question, by the way. So keep your question to the end. I'm going to ask you guys for question. I'm going to take question. So buying stocks, becoming a partial owner of a company. So as an owner, please pay attention to this. You share in the company's profits and losses. Okay. If you get shares from Total oil company, oil, what do they call it? When you get shares from there, if Total does not do well, your money does not do well also. That's it. That's why they say you should put your money in companies that have structure, that have track record. Okay. Because there was this story of, I do share this story anytime I do this thing. The man, people came to his house and said that they want to start a company, that he should buy shares, that the company, they use mouth to tell him that the company will grow. So he put his fortune there. Okay, place all his money there, that his children will inherit it, but unfortunately the company did not survive. Company shut down, and as the company shut down, it means the man's money is gone. All right. So I say, for example, if you buy GT Bank shares, you are a part owner of the bank. When they make profits, they will pay you dividends, and if they make losses, you will chop from that losses. All right. I'm not here to sweet mouth anything for you. When they fail, you fail. When your money, not you, your money vanishes. When they do well, your money does well also. Okay. Some people ask me, why do stock prices change? Alright, because when we started, I told you guys, when I was buying Owando, I bought it at 17 naira per unit, but now it should be around 30, or I don't know. I've not checked it. Okay. So where are we? Why do stock prices change? Number one, stock prices work like every market, demand and supply. Okay, demand and supply. So if more people want to buy than sell, then the prices rises. For example, those of you that are in Macaulay, or if you're in Nigeria, then it still applies to you. When there is pepper scarcity, you will see that they are selling you see that there are some persons message me on WhatsApp, and I need to admit them. They will sell three robo of pepper. They sell it 300 naira or 200 naira. But um when let me take that again. Sorry for distraction. So if people buy it and sell, the prices rises. Okay. So if we have more, let's say you host a program and you say the ticket for that program is 1,000, and you say like 2,000 people want to come for that event, you will see that they will change that price from 1,000 to 3,000 because the demand is high. Okay, if the demand is high, the prices will rise. Okay, but if the demand is low, the prices will be low or moderate. All right, so that's why stock prices changes due to demand and supply, and this demand and supply is very deep. All right, probably by next week those that will be going into the investment, I'm going to explain some few stuff about this demand and supplies to know when to buy and to know when to sell your shares or your stocks. Okay, so let's move quickly. Why do you buy or sell stocks? Why do you buy or sell stocks? Sorry, how do you buy or sell stocks? How do you buy or sell stocks? So, for example, most of us we are staying far, most of you are in the village listening to me, most of you are in the city. So for you to buy MTN stocks, for example, you don't need to go to MTN office to buy shares. Okay, all you need to go through is brokers. Brokers are apps. So we have few brokers in Nigeria for NGX stocks. We have for US stocks also. Okay, so you just download the app. I will recommend to you guys. Download it. From that app, you can buy shares in any company you want. And the beautiful part of it is that you don't need to be, for example, most of you don't use any bank. So you don't need to be um um user of the bank. Okay, you don't need to be using the bank to be able to buy shares in that bank. You don't need to be using MTN to buy shares in MTN. All right, for those of you who have that question, you don't need to have access bank ATM card for you to buy shares. You just need the broker to be able to buy. So in Nigeria, we have brokers like Chapi, we have Chika, we have Bamboo, we have Trove, etc. So that's how you buy. You buy through brokers. Okay. So why should I invest in stocks? Why should I invest in stocks? Number one is growth, capital appreciation. So last year, like I told you, when I was buying my Zenith Bank, I bought it at 30 naira, and today Zenith Bank is around, I showed you guys earlier now. So today Zenith Bank is around 67 naira. That is like times two and the half of my money there. All right. So that's for capital appreciation. So you can buy it um for 100 naira and sell it at 300. So you have gained like 200 naira profit. So number two is dividend. Okay, any company you invest in, there are companies that pay dividends. Dividends are payments companies give you once in a year. They just reward you for having shares with them. Okay, when you own shares in this dividend, I don't have time to explain it explicitly. Okay, when you own shares in Zenith Bank, once in a year, Zenith Bank will pay you per unit of your shares. They will send it straight to your bank for for being a shareholder in their company. So that's it. All right. So Zenith Bank, that used to remove your charges in your, for those of you that use Zenith Bank, you can also take money from them too by owning shares. So that's company just reward you by paying you cash. And number third reason why invest in stock is ownership and influence. Okay. So shareholders are the real owners of companies. And most times when you own big amount of shares in a company, they will send you message to come for their AGM, which is an annual general meeting. So your vote in that meeting counts. Imagine you own 50% of Zenith Bank shares. You are a part blow. They cannot make any decision without you. All right, because most of their company depend on you. All right, ownership and influence. So if you own in MTN now, you don't go to MTN office and be queuing. You can tell them that, use that as a cover up, that you are a shareholder. They will give you a kind of VIP access. Or Access Bank, you can buy shares from Access Bank. When you go to the bank, tell them that you're a shareholder, even though it is 100 naira share that you buy, but don't tell them it's 100 naira, just tell them you're a shareholder. They will give you that VIP access. So how to make money from stocks? I not do this. I told you guys I was rushing, right? How to make money for from stocks. So risk of stocks. So you make money from stock through capital gain and dividend, like I've explained earlier. Sorry, I'm not putting the slide. The capital gain is you bought it, you left it for a long while, the price of the stocks increase, you will sell it back to them. Okay, that is how you earn. And also dividends, where company pay you annually or biannually. There are companies that pays twice in a year, especially the US stocks. Well, I'm not treating the US stocks today. I don't like stressing that to young individuals. So the risk of stocks, remember, I will not tell you the good thing and avoid the bad thing so that you know what you are getting into. So the risk of stock market, number one, the prices fluctuate. Okay, so I'm not telling you that put your money in stock, it will be going up. There are times that, and this is why personally, okay, I'm giving you this for free. Personally, I don't like teaching youth, young person, though I want to teach you guys, but I don't like teaching youth this. You see someone that puts 10K in a stock. So due to economic crisis, the stock went down, the value went down. They will show you went down. The person came to my DM. So my money reduced from 10K to 9,000 this. Now that the money has increased to 16K, the person did not come and disturb me. Oh. Alright, those kind of panic, it used to do me one kind. Drop your 10K and you put there. Alright, so prices goes down too. Okay, and what happens here is that when prices goes down, this is investment mentality now. This is the best time for you to buy. So if someone wants to join, uh, alright, thank you very much. Uh, right, we are about 24. That's quite impressive. Alright, so when prices goes down, that is the best time for you to buy because it will definitely come up. Alright, this one is advanced. I'm going to treat that probably by next week. Okay, and you lost money when you sell your stock, when your prices goes, when the value goes down. If I the a great investor said stock market is a platform where the patient takes money from the impatient. That is stock market. If you are not patient, trust me, I'm telling you this for free, you will lose money in stock. How many years did I tell you that I left my Wando? 2.5, and I've not touched it. So don't come and tell me you want to put your school fees that you will use next 2 months to, no, 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 no. If you're investing in stocks, if you want to be an investor in this and you're not thinking 2 years, 1 year, 3 years, please don't start. Alright. So number two, some companies fail. Example, most of you will not even know about the company Blockbuster and Enron. Okay, companies start, not all companies succeed. Okay, they will start, they will come and they will even come to your doorstep to ask you to invest. They will promise you, they will use sweet word, public speaking to convince your life, and you to put money. Most companies fail. That's why you don't buy shares by sentiment. You buy shares by proven record. You check the charts, you check and you don't buy. Most persons and stock are not doing well because they bought shares at the wrong time. There are right times to buy. Like today now, that Dangote Cement and BUA, or what they call it, they are clashing. This is the right time to go and buy the, is it BAU or BUA? Boa Cement, yeah, Boa Cement. They are clashing. When I checked this evening, I saw that the stocks went down. This is the right time to buy. Things like that. Okay, so that's why research and diversification are key. So when you want to buy shares, don't just buy Zenith Bank. Buy Zenith Bank, buy, that one is in the banking sector, right? Finance sector. Buy Owando, that one is in the oil and gas sector. Buy Transcorp Hilton, that one is hotel. That, so you diversify your money. Okay, so if as low as 500 naira, you can buy like up to 9 shares in Zenith Bank. Then what are you waiting for? Most of you don't have excuse. Oh. The only excuse you will have for not continuing this is that you don't have BVN and NIN. Alright, so that's just the cons of this. So practical takeaway for beginners. So if you're a beginner here, so this is the time you need to borrow me your ears. Start small. Alright, you can start from 500, 1,000. I just put 5k, 10k on bamboo or trove, but I don't use this tool. Their stuff used to be doing anyhow most sometimes. They don't inform you for upgrade and stuff like that. Okay, you start small. Don't because I've said something. Mind you, hope I did not motivate you people this evening. I just gave you guys information. I told you guys the risk involved. I told you guys what it entails. I gave you guys example of what I did. I did not motivate anybody to do this. So don't go and put your next year and strength here. Don't do that, please. Okay. For those of you that have bought stocks, that I've taught you guys stocks, I do tell you guys when you want to buy shares, I say invest money you are not using again. That is what I do tell them. Okay, invest any amount, casual amount. If as low as 300, you can buy shares. 1,000, you can buy shares. 1,000 is something you can dash out. So don't, when you put your money, remove your fees. Don't, I do go to my stock apps only when I want to check for someone or something like that. Because I'm sure I used to follow the trend, I used to follow news. Like today, I just went to Facebook and I saw Dangote posted about the Boa cement. I was like, good. All right. So news affects stocks also. So think long term. So now you can see at least 3 to 5 years. If you are putting money that you come and tell me that I need my money urgently, here is not Ajo, is not what they call this saving app. Let me not download any app. Okay, you are leaving it for a long term. Okay, and number four, think long term. Number three, number four, reinvest dividends. Let compound interest work. Okay, anytime they pay you dividends, most of us, me, I'm a victim of that. I know when they pay me my dividend, I use it to guide. You understand? All right. But even though I use it to guide, anytime week, there's no week that I don't invest in my stock. Because there's no week I will not have spare change that I can dash to my future. Okay. So I reinvest my dividends. No, I should not that. They say that you should reinvest your dividends and let compound interest work. Okay. Though I invest every week. So that covers up for my dividends. Not. Thank you. Hope we got something. Meanwhile, this class is recorded. After now, I'm going to try to save it and send it to you guys to watch. So, questions. If you have a question, raise up your
Good evening,
hands.
sir.
Yeah, well done.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, my question is, recently I went to buy stocks and I've seen that they don't allow us to buy long-term stocks. Like there's expiry dates now. That aspect used to confuse me. Should we be putting 5 years or 2
All
years or
right,
3 years
hold on.
as the expiring date?
Which app do you use?
After investor.
All right, that's, I think it is limit order, right? The
Yes,
second,
yes.
yeah, beautiful. That limit order, I'm planning to explain that to you guys. It is quite um not complex. It wants to be one kind. I want to explain it by um Monday or Tuesday to you guys, depending on when I think I have time. So that's there. When they say limit on that order, the minimum date there, I think is 3 days based on what people are saying. So that 3 days, it means I told you guys stock is about demand. This thing is deep. All right. So let's say you apply to buy Zenith shares or Oando shares. You apply to buy five on Oando shares. You have demanded, but there is no what you'll be waiting for is if there is no supply, they are going to terminate your transaction within those 3 days. And if there is a supply, they are going to accept your transaction. It just depends on demand and supply, but I'm going to explain that explicitly on Tuesday or Monday, how the case may be. alright. So it's just based on demand and supply. I want to break that down because I got a lot of complaints that they used to terminate your order. You order to buy so 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 shares, it will be showing pending and they will reverse your money. Why? So that's the reason, based on order and supply. So victory, your question. I want to believe if you are raising up your hands, you have a question.
Yes,
All right. Ifeoluwa, can you ask?
John Badu.
Okay, John, please ask.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Welcome. Evening.
Yeah, I want to talk about the middleman there that you explained. That is the broker.
Yeah,
I think you put bamboo
yeah.
and
Prove.
grove.
Yeah,
I would like to know like the one that is best because I think I've been having that bamboo for a while now. Although I've not been into buying of stock much yet, apart from the last class you had with us, and I put a little money in purchasing from Zenith Bank.
all right.
That is one. And then secondly, it's about even the little one I bought from the Zenith Bank.
Yeah,
I discovered that the percentage rises, and that is the dividends or whichever thing that
your
make it to
portfolio.
buy.
Yeah,
But I discovered that after like some weeks, I checked back, I discovered it reduces. I don't
yeah.
know of that. I don't know what make it so.
Okay,
And then lastly, I would like also to suggest if like we that we are all beginners, let me just put it that way. I would like you to run a class, a special class or the step by step one that you do if it is that you send to the platform so that we can get it download and then watch step by step on how to buy and then when to buy and where to buy, when to buy also, and
all
then
right,
how to buy.
all right,
Those are three things. That's my own question and
all right.
suggestion. Thank you.
Okay, okay. So thank you very much. So the reason these questions, well, most person here are not into stock already. But let me give you a quick answer. I told you I'm going to physical by next week. For those of you who are already into it, the reason why, let's say you bought your shares for 60 naira. You bought your shares for 60 naira this week. So next week, Zenith Bank, during for a week, nothing will happen to it. So next week now, let's say the week you bought it, Zenith Bank did not perform well that week. Maybe there was strike, something happened, public holiday, they did not meet up with their work
Mm,
expectancy. That next week, the shares that you bought for 60 naira, the market value will reduce to like 59 naira.
okay.
So if it reduce to 59 naira, it will show in your portfolio as negative percent, or red, you see like minus something, or it will show a poor percentage because the market price is lower than the price you bought it.
Okay.
So but when let's say you bought it 60 naira and now that is like 67 naira, it will be showing a good percentage, 30% and something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why it's good. Timing in buying matters. Very, 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 very important. So you should wait. That's why I normally tell people, immediately I see people panicking about stocks, this stock is down. That's the time I normally rush to go and buy, because when it is down, the price is low, I'll go and buy it quickly because I know that it's going to come up. There are
Yeah.
stock investors and there are stock traders. Stock traders are people that trade on stocks. They take their money immediately. When they see that this stock is down, they go and put their money. Immediately it goes up, they remove their profit and stuff like that. All right. So that's about that. So for the request, I will see to it and we'll fix a class by next week.
Okay, thank you very much. Lastly, please, the compound. The compound interest and the dividends. What's the difference between the two?
Um, for the dividend, I say the dividend you are being paid once in a year or twice in a year. Okay.
Okay.
And for the you say compound interest, the thing come comot for my head. Capital gain, not compound interest.
Okay.
Now for the capital gain, it's like I said, you bought it, let's say you bought your shares 16 naira and now it is 17 naira. You can sell it back to them at 17 naira, not 16 naira again. So you have gained 10 naira per unit in your shares. Do you get it?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. All right. Who is Goody Boy? You have a question for us, so we close.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay. My question is that I want to ask, like, is there a profit for referring someone?
For referring someone, okay, to join to invest.
Yes, like referring someone to the stock marketing investment like that.
Okay, through the app.
Like the way you're just sharing this business idea, like
Yeah,
the way you're just like introducing it to us,
yeah.
like is there like profit if we also introduce it to someone, like refer the stock marketing
Okay, let,
investment to
let me let me
someone
put it
when
this way. All right, I think I get your question. So let me try to answer it in two fold. You know, there are apps that when you refer someone, they will pay you something, right? But for if it is for the app we are using, if it's for our call ends in 15 minutes from Google Meet. So if it's from app, there is no profit for you referring someone. Okay. No, mind you, in Optimus, that one is for those people that want to go into US stocks. The app is called Optimus, but please you need to be very careful with US stock. Welcome blessing. So for Optimus app, when you refer someone, I think they give you 1,000 naira or so. That's for the US stocks. Yeah, when you refer someone, the person fund his account to do stuff. Um, it's about 1,000 naira per person. But for this NGX, for Nigeria Stock Exchange, no, 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 no. There's no this thing. But if it's for a personal note, like the person want to join my own class and you refer the person, there can be a reward to that. Hope you get.
okay, yes, yes, I'm
Alright,
understanding what you say.
alright, sharp. So 1 more
Thank you.
minute. Yeah.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, please, which app do you use to buy stocks now? Which app are you using?
I'm still using Afrinvestor. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Optimus I spoke about is just for the US stocks. But I still use Afrinvestor. You can use other apps if you want to go into what they call this thing. Kai, just left my head. Right? If you're into stock, when you combine more than 10 stocks together, what is it called? Sorry, I forgot it. All right. So if there's no question, we have 30 minutes left. So for those of you, I've shared a little knowledge about stock. I've given you the introduction on. Lawrence, you have a question? Quickly, we have 30 minutes left, so we end this class. Quickly.
It's not a question actually. Just wanted to say something.
All right.
I don't know if it would take much time. Sir,
Come again.
I just wanted to say something, not a question, sir.
All right.
Just a
Quickly.
word.
We have 10 minutes more.
All right, sir. Or better, I'll just keep it. I will talk to you about it later.
All right. No problem. If Lua, you want to say something?
I want to ask that.
You want to ask?
I want to ask a question.
Okay. What's that?
So,
Yeah.
maybe example, if you invest in a company, actually, so maybe after a month, unfortunately, the company crash
Yeah.
either through bankruptcy equity and all those stuff, can they return the money or it's also gone?
You invested in that company to do well now. That's one of the risks I taught you guys about stock market. That's why it's good to invest in company that have stood ground, that have good past.
Like those Summit Bank.
Yeah, then you know that they are doing. Imagine if the CEO, I not share this. It's on my phone. I thought I would use my phone. I was seeing how they are spending billions in buying shares in their own company. So I was like, Omo, am I playing? Am I joking? All right. So all those banks I see that they have track record, be paying dividends for years. Those are the banks you go for. Those are the companies you go for. All those
Okay.
companies. They are not just anyhow company.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
pleasure. Lawrence, Kilo Day. I'm listening. Let's close quick.
Is it me?
Yeah, your hands up.
Okay. So, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you said so. Thank you so much, sir, for this time I've taken to like educate us about stocks. I think a year and some months ago, when Zenith Bank allowed customers to buy stocks
Yeah.
at low prices, I actually took 60,000 naira to get, I think that was 10,000 units of shares as of
Okay.
then. But before I did that, I told my elder brother I want to get shares with the bank. And he was telling me that, okay, I'm looking for a way to like be getting money quickly, not a long term investment. I wasn't thinking long term.
Okay.
I actually went to the bank, and in the process, I did not succeed. I did not buy the shares. I
Okay.
decided to follow his lead and come back. You know what happened to the money? I took that money to do gold merchandise, and I lost out in the business. Okay, let me say, if you calculate, let me say a year and some months ago up
Yeah.
to now, see, I would have had a lot of money. So I just want to thank you for like the enlightenment. Had it been I had this knowledge like 2 years ago, I would have been a shareholder with Zenith Bank.
All right.
So thank you so much, sir, for the enlightenment.
All
I
right.
I I do appreciate. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you. And what he said is
Hello.
practical stuff. All right. Now that most of you are
Hello.
beginners, is good you work with guidance. Okay. Me personally,
Hello.
okay.
We can hear you.
Okay, I think I'm done, sir. I just wanted to say thank you, sir, for your time, taking out your time to educate
All
us on
right, all
this.
right, all right. Thank you very much, Lauren. So what you just said, thank you very much. What you just said should be as a lesson for beginners also. Um, Now that you're just starting, you need guidance, massive one. Okay, you need guidance. If not, me personally, as long as my money is going into something, I'm very careful because I know how I get my money. I not scam anybody to get money. I'm working sleepless nights and research. I'm just doing a lot of stuff. All right. So let's call this a day. So for those of you who would want to join I not make a flyer for it, and this will terminate by today is Friday, tomorrow Saturday. Let's say by Saturday evening, 8 p.m. All right. For those of you that want to join, or if you have spare money, you want to invest. Let's say the registration fee to join our group, instead of it to be 8,000 naira, just for today till tomorrow evening, it is 3,000 naira for those of you that want to join. Instead of 8,000 naira, just from today till tomorrow evening, it is 3,000 naira. Okay, difficult, but I just wish you grab this opportunity. So you can just message me. I'm the admin of the group that you join this league from. I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to do any stressful stuff. All right. I no make fair, I would have cajole you guys. I would have said sweet thing for most of you to join, but I don't want that. Because the last time I tried that, the people that joined stressed my life. Okay. So I'm not going to do that again. So it's those of you that are determined that you want to do this. So try your best to join. So reach out to me on WhatsApp. So I haven't said much. So thank you for joining. If any other meeting that you see my face, you see my link, please join. It will be value loaded. Alright. So see you next time, upcoming investors. Good night.
On Monday, sir.
Come again.
I feel that the
When is the
class that
next?
you promised to work on Monday.
Yeah, I'm going to announce
When
it,
is
don't
next
worry.
class?
Okay.
When
Yeah,
is the time for next class?
you'll be informed.
All right.
Alright, thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you for your time. Really appreciate.